Hello, how are you? In this video I'll finally be doing something that I've been putting off for a while now, which is making a PNG tuber. As you know, sometimes, all the time, in the beginning of my videos I use these little stickers of myself to show that I'm waving hi at you. There was one video, I think one of the first ones that I've voiced over, that I actually put throughout the whole video, like my little miniature. And I love reacting to stuff, and that's just too much effort, like putting in my emotes all the time because I have to edit my audio, and then imagine having to listen to myself all over again and having to show expressions through that. I can't listen to myself twice, okay? I cannot. I do it too much already. So, for this, I decided to redraw my emotes because I like the toast version of my chibis. The toast version is this, because I draw it like a little toast. But I have like two ways to draw chibis, which is the toast one and this doll version. And I wanted to go for the doll version because I've been using those a lot for my thumbnails, just because I wanted to experiment and like try out new stuff. And I like it. For now, I won't change it, maybe, I don't know. Maybe at some point I get tired and decide to just change everything, and I will then change everything. But for now, I won't. I will just change the emotes. So, I made a mistake. Okay, but we will get into that in a bit. So, I drew my character, Angel Kill, my persona, avatar. I still don't know. I say both avatar and persona. I don't know. What's the difference? I will actually search it up. Give me a moment. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, from what I read, it's a persona. Because a persona is a representation of you. An avatar is also, but it can be different. Sure, my persona is a bit different, as in I have a third eye, but I don't know. I'll just say persona, I guess, from what I read. Okay, so what was I even saying with this? I don't know. So I redrew my persona completely to make them in this like doll version of chibi, and I drew all my expressions again, and I added a new one because I didn't have an angry expression and I wanted to add that. I think it looks cute. It looks so cute. I love these little chibis. If I were to sell, like, I don't know, commissions of these would be like, what, $3 to $5 each. I was thinking about that like last night while I was trying to fall asleep, but I made a mistake and I drank Coke right before bed and then I couldn't sleep. Don't make that mistake, and don't let me make that mistake ever again. So these are very simple. I draw these like just directly, just little cheek, hair, clothes, long legs, ball hands. Love them ball hands. We got that from Zelda, the old Zelda games. Not that old, but older, you know, where they had ball hands. I love that. I don't know, these are very cute. But then, right, there comes the thing. I made an oopsie. So you see how I've been drawing, like I made the body and I made like the line art for the body, and then I made the expressions in a separate layer. Well, I decided, well, let's watch a tutorial because I downloaded two programs, but the first one was too simple. It's the deer one, the Vietto Tube, I think it's the name of the program. And I decided to use PNGTuber Plus, and I did everything wrong and I had to redraw everything over again. So after I finished, I went back into Camtasia. Oh yeah, I'm using Sai for this because Sai is quick and easy. And I had to separate everything. I had to draw the head again, like make a separate layer for the head. I decided to copy and paste it and just like draw a bit over it because the head has to like have some head, you know. It needs to be round and have more cranium than just a triangle. And I had to separate the bangs and the back hair and the body, I decided to separate the arm too because I wanted one arm to move, because sometimes I point or wave, and I needed to keep that in mind. And I had to separate the eyes, and I had to erase the whole head because I decided that for the expressions I was going to have the face included. Had to erase that. It was a hassle, and using the program was easy and also a hassle. I will leave the tutorial I used down in the description below, but I think that if you just search how to make a PNGTuber, that's the first video that will appear to you, or the second. I watched both. One is for PNGTuber, which I watched as well, but I decided to use PNGTuber Plus. And the second one was for PNGTuber Plus, and they have 2 videos for it. One is like the basic stuff that you need to know, which would be the video that you would watch to know how to use the program, and the second one is just a little extra because the program had updated and added a few stuff in. I don't know. I'll leave those 3 videos down below, even for PNGTuber, because it was an interesting video. PNGTuber is like the easiest thing ever. You just need to have 2 images and that's it. And you have a PNGTuber, and I think that that's very cool. But I decided to make it a little bit more intricate. Not really intricate, but a bit more detailed because I wanted to change expressions and whatnot. I still have to figure out how I will record it, but I think I already have an idea. So I decided to have like 7 expressions. You know what, I think it's so cute that I have a little chatting like lines. That's so cute. Later on you will see me experiment and do stuff and try to exist. It was a complicated thing. It was easy but complicated as well because I watched the tutorial and then was like, yeah, I know how to do that. And then I didn't, and I didn't know, so I had to go back and watch it again. But it was fine. I did it in like an hour. In an hour I was done with this, which is amazing. Drawing these, I took like 20 minutes. They're super easy. They're just super simple and cute. But the whole like rigging the model thing, what I suffered the most with was the origin points, because I'm stupid and I couldn't differentiate an O from a 0, so it was like press like O or 0 and then drag with WASD, and I was like pressing the 0 and I was like, why isn't it going? It was a no! It was a no, not a 0. I'm just stupid. So after I did this, I had to put like different folders for each little thing, and then I was like, okay, I got everything organized for my PNGTuber. I had to make like a new one, because after I finished drawing this, I was like watching the video, right? And then you had to separate like everything in like different folders, like head, eyes, like bangs, things that are like over the head and the front, right? And things that are like below the head and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll just make a whole new canvas and organize it there so that it's like correct, because I don't like things when they are disorganized, because I cannot stand stuff. I say that as I look around my desk and it's the biggest mess ever, and I have been losing my mind because of it. I will get to fixing my desk soon, okay? Stop judging me. So then I like separated that following the tutorial, and then I had everything, and then the tutorial was like, well, now export everything one by one on a transparent layer. So I did that. It took a while. And then I put everything in. And then I watched the tutorial. Like, they didn't add different expressions, so I was like, okay, I guess I cannot do that, so I'll erase it. So I erased the different expressions. I just went for the simple one by following the tutorial, and then it was very easy. And I was testing it out, and I was so happy to see Angel Kill just bounce around, and look at it, they're looking at you and chatting. And then I started suffering with the origin point, and I was crying and dying inside, and but I figured everything out. Here you can see me suffer with the origin point. Oh god. So, but I did figure it out, it has a little bounce and it goes a little bit side to side, and it's very cute. And then at the end of the video they explained that you can actually like add different stuff, and then that's how I added expressions with, I don't even know what it's called, but when you scroll down on that little thing on the side, there is a thing that says like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which are like templates or something. And for those, you like change the eyes to be like, well, these eyes work for like the first and the second one, and these go for the third one but not for the rest, and these for the fourth one but not for the rest. And that's basically how you figure it out. And then you toggle like, oh, this happens when they talk, and this happens when their eyes are open, and this one when their eyes are closed. A lot of things like that. I really like the interface of this program. It's very easy to understand. And look, I'm a person who does not understand like anything when you say like, oh, this bar is for physics and bounce and this and that. If you show me that, my brain's like, nope, let's just shut that out completely. I will not know what this means. But this program made it very easy, and the tutorial helped me a lot. I could have figured it out if I just pressed the little Y at the right corner bottom there. I actually did press it at some point to like figure out, oh, origin point is an O and not a 0. And yeah, I really like that. I made one for eyes closed as well, instead of just making the blinking stuff be blinky. I don't know, but so this is my little PNGTuber, and I'm so happy about them. They look so cute. Like, look at it. I can point, I can be angry, I can blush, I can be confused, I can cry, and just be. I can just be. This is my emotional state most of the times. But I hope that you enjoyed this little video, because I've been meaning to do this for a while, and I'm very excited to use these little emotes. And I recommend you that you make one, even if you're not going to stream or anything really. Just for fun. This is like a nice thing to just get out of your comfort zone with. I don't know. I hope you have a nice day and night, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!